Good evening, yarnies, dirty hookers, and fiber fiends. How is everybody doing this evening? I'm pretty good. I got actually an enjoyable nap this afternoon and very rested. So I didn't want to get up, but no one needed to get up and do things and also get ready for stream tonight. Hey there, Sue. Hey, Sophie. Uh, why why are you stressed, Sue? You okay? Let me check this. Get my light the right way. Was almost done with the first sleeve. Uh oh. Oh no. Oh no. It was too small. Oh no. That's not good. I'm sorry. Had a frog and currently redoing it. Well, at least you can redo it. Like I said, crochet and knitting is not permanent. It could be a pain to having to frog and redo. But can't even see. But at least you can redo it. So sorry. Alrighty. Good. Tired. Took a nap earlier, but I just don't feel like doing anything. I know how that is. I don't have any announcements tonight. I think everything's the same. Nothing new. Uh, we're going to be doing the eyeball granny. Not granny, because technically it's not a granny. If Llama was here, they would correct me. It's a square. Um, I won't be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's my usually day off for streaming. Um, so no stream tomorrow. Granny Karen will be on Thursday for filet crochet. Again, I don't know what the pattern is. She just told me filet. That is, if she is feeling well, fingers crossed. So look out for her on Thursday. But anyway, we're going to get right into it today. We're going to do our, let me get the thing. Come on, get the computer thing. We're doing the eyeball square. This one was super fun to make, and I love the way it looks. It is so cute in a morbid, spooky way. This is a free pattern by a blog called, what's it called? Stitch by Faye. If you want the pattern for this, exclamation point eyeball, all one word, we'll get the free pattern. It's a written out pattern. There's no chart, but it's primarily all circles until you get to the last two rounds. No, the last three rounds. Well, thank you for the raid, Scorpio. How are you? What were you working on today? I'm just starting. So, what were you working on? For those of you who came in on the raid, I am the Crafty Cub, mostly crochet. In the new year, we will be doing other fiber arts and other crafts. Um, Tonight, we're getting ready to do this eyeball square. I'm going to show how to do it step by step. My stream is big on education and teaching. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. Finished a bin and working on a storage bag. Oh, nice. If you have any pictures, you can post links here in the chat, or if you're part of the Discord, feel free to pop them into my Discord. Again, the link for that is exclamation point Discord. Hey there, Grimmer. How are you? Welcome to my stream. Grim, okay. So welcome. Again, I'm the Crafty Cub. Mostly we educate, we teach different crochet stitches and motifs. Like tonight I'm gonna teach you how to do this. We also do blankets on the weekends. We do on Saturdays we do blankets for Project Linus, which is a nonprofit here in the U.S. and Canada that gives brand new handmade blankets to children 0 to 18 that are in need. Not just homeless, but seriously ill, traumatized, etc. And then on Sundays, we work on a year-long project. I have a crochet temperature blanket. I was working on some of it last night off stream because I'm playing catch up from the summer. And I can't work on any more of it because I ran out of my orange yarn and I need lots of orange. So later on this week, I'm going to be making a trip to the craft store and I will pick up some orange yarn so I can resume that. So I can't do the temperature blanket, which is fine because it's massive. So yes, yay for more yarn. I have all the other colors in my color palette, my spectrum for the blanket. I just don't have any more orange. And I'm working currently, again, I'm behind, I'm playing catch up, currently like mid-January now, mid-July, and orange is anything in the 80s. So the temperature here it was in the 80s, that's how most of our summer is, and I have no more orange. So I'm going to have to restock for that. But that's all right. So I think we're going to get right into this. Again, if you have any links for what you're working on, you can post them here or post in the Discord. Let me check something. Thank you for the follow, Grim. And if you need to raid and run and do post-stream stuff, I totally understand. Oh, one other thing before we get into this. What we also do here on the channel, Thursdays, we do Throwback Thursdays. We do vintage patterns, and I don't have one here close at hand. I should have this at hand at all time. So we do vintage patterns, and we make things with crochet thread. And this was done previously on one of our Thursdays. This piece here, this little doily was done a few weeks ago by our now permanent host on Thursdays. Her name is Granny Karen Cakes Moreno. She's an elderly lady who's feisty. She doesn't take lip off of anybody, but she is knowledgeable in all things thread and crochet. So check out Thursdays. She said that she's going to be doing something with filet crochet on this Thursday. She didn't tell me exactly what it was, but we do doilies. We also edgings, anything vintage patterns is what Granny Karen Cakes Moreno specializes in. So tune in for her. You've got a lot of residents like that. Residents as in like nursing home, like assisted living, I'm assuming. Alrighty. So that is what we do here on the Crafty Cup channel. We're going to get right into this tonight. And normally I don't like using black and white yarn. Nursing home. I know of a nurse who works at a nursing / assisted living, whatever they call it these days. So I know how that is. Normally I don't use black yarn on stream, but I'm only going to use black yarn for the pupil. When we get to the square part, I use a different color. And then I will use white. White is sometimes difficult to see on camera with the lighting, but I didn't want to be too crazy because like last night we made this. This was my sample that I had before stream. And then this is the one I did on stream. And this is frightening. The blue and the tan is frightening. I did it so it'll show up on camera, but it's frightening. I can't even look at it. Just something about the color combination I don't like when it's a face. So, again, this is a free pattern by the blog Stitch by Faye. And the link, again, is !eyeball. Hey there, Linda. How are you? And we're going to get right into this. So, this is, let me see how many rounds this square has. This is 10 rounds. There are no other additional things. The only additional thing after we do the crocheting is we will go back and do a little bit of embroidery for the little veins and a little glint in the eye It has a little detail right there. I'm pretty good. I'm getting into the Halloween vibes with this cute eyeball tonight. So, round number 1 is we're going to make a magic ring, and we're going to do the magic ring, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to put 10 half double crochets into the magic ring. And when we join, for the last stitch, when we do the slip stitch, we'll do a color change at the end of this round. So I'll show you how to do that. So it makes it a little bit easier to transition to the next color. So you don't have to stop and start. And to quote Llama playing just now, I only have 2 little boys. The men are dead. Okay, I don't want to know. Cast the magic circle and summon the elemental spirits for protection. Yes. So we're going to put 10 half double crochets into our magic ring, but on the last one is where we're going to change our color. So we're going to do 10. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then for number 10, I've yarned over and I've pulled up the loops. I have the 3 loops on the hook like a half double crochet would be. I'm going to drop the working yarn and I'm going to pick up the iris color. We are going to have a baby blue eye. So we're going to join the next color, and that is what we're going to finish the half double crochet with. So we're going to pull that through those loops that are on the hook. And let me see. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. The way that the stitch was formed was weird. Was being weird. Okay. Yarn over. Bring it up. 3 on the hook. I'm going to join my next color and pull through. And now what I need to do, why is my working yarn acting weird like that? This didn't happen the other day when I made my sample. Okay. All right. I'm going to put my working yarn down and pick up the new color. Hopefully this is making sense. And finish with the new color. There. Okay, yeah, that works. That works. So we're now going to tighten it. And sometimes this takes like 5 hands to do this so everything stays put. So we've joined our iris color, trying to keep everything the way it needs to be. Why am I having issues with this? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip my tail for my black yarn because we don't need the black anymore. And I will hold those 2 together, pull those in, and let me slip stitch to my first stitch. I know it's difficult to see. And I'm going to slip stitch with the blue. And now I can pull these tight. And I know you can't see anything because it's all black. But we're done with the black. Black is all done. Never to be seen again in this project. We'll deal with our tails later. We can work over them if we want to. I'm not dealing with them right now. So that's round. We have 10 half doubles. And round number 2 is we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to do a half double increase in each stitch. So that means in that first stitch there gets a half double. And it also gets another half double. And then each stitch is going to get 2 half doubles. So we're going from 10 stitches to 20. So the next one gets 2. And I'm going to put a stitch marker in my chain. Actually, no, it's not a chain. In my first stitch. 2, 4. Here's my first stitch. So I know where the beginning of my round is. So it's just a circle. We're just increasing all the way around. And then when we get to our last half double, so number 20, we're going to switch. No, we're not going to switch. This round we don't switch. So let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, and then 19 and 20. Hey there, Fairy Dust. How are you? What's up? What's going on? Okay, why is that coming like that? That's weird. Okay. So at this point, I am going to tighten up my magic circle and weave those in later. So round 1 had 10 half doubles. Round 2 had half double increase. So each stitch got 2 half doubles. Hey there, Lilac. How are you? A little late. Just got in from Taco Bell. What did I miss? Haven't really missed much. I'm just starting the eyeball. To recap what I did, I have a magic ring, and into the magic ring, I did 10 half double crochets. And then my last half double crochet, I switched to my blue, which is the iris color. And then in this round, each stitch got 2 half doubles. So we increased from 10 stitches to 20. So each stitch had an increase. Not much is looking from a nap, considering going to hibernation. I took a nap this afternoon myself, and it was a really good nap. So we get to the end of that row, or that round, and we're going to slip stitch to join. And let me slip stitch right where that stitch marker is. Okay, that didn't work. I didn't get into the right spot. I stitch on the tight side, so trying to get in there is not the easiest. I mean, I am a tight hooker, so we all have to remember that. So that is round number 2. I'm going to remove my stitch marker. And then round number 3 is we're going to chain 1. That chain 1 does not count as a stitch. That is just trying to get us some height. So into that same stitch we joined, we're going to put in a half double crochet. If things don't want to, if they stop snagging on me, why is that? Probably because I'm using yarn that I've used so many times. Okay, there we go. We got a half double crochet, and then the next one gets 2 half double crochets. So we have 3 stitches there. One by itself, and then the next one has 2. That's the repeat around. One by itself, the next one gets 2. Or as I like to say, we're going to count 1, and then the next stitch gets number 2 and number 3. And these are all half doubles. When we get to the very last stitch, before we finish it off, we will change our next color. So 1, and then in the next stitch is number 2, and number 3. Again, that's just how I remember it, to know where the increases are. 1 by itself, and then 2 and 3. So what is everybody else working on? 1 by itself, 2 and 3. one by itself, 2 and 3, one by itself, 2 and 3. Funny enough, I'm working on eyes for an alligator. Wow, this must be the day for the eyes. One by itself, 2 is with number 3. I should have 2 stitches left, and I'm going to double check. I don't have those last 3 done, so I should have 27 stitches, because we're supposed to have 30 for this round. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27. Yes. So, you said you're working on eyes for an alligator. If you have any progress pictures, you could post a link here in the chat or in the Discord if you choose to. So that stitch had 1 by itself, and the next is going to have 2. So 1 and number 2. Before we finish off number 2, we're going to change the color here. Working on beauty sleep, I figure 58 and a half years should give me enough to remove the paper back off your head. Sounds very nice. This is what I say for fairy dust. I don't. Thought I had a sound for it, but I don't. Oh, and lilac. I completely forgot. Again, not thinking clearly. You said you got home from Taco Bell. So, for coming in from Taco Bell, you got the Taco Bell sound. I know. I'm silly. I'm being crazy. Alrighty, so this is the last stitch. We haven't finished the last stitch, and this is where we're going to switch colors. So we've done the pupil and the iris. This is the whites of the eye. I think that's called the sclera, I think. I'm going to cut my blue yarn, so we're not going to need the blue anymore. Put the blue away. Coming in from Taco Bell, probably went straight to the bathroom. Fairy dust! Fairy dust, stop! You're a mess. You're a mess. Hey there, Lady Cricket Bug. How are you? Alright, so to finish off the last stitch, or stitch number 30, my mind just put Taco Bell directly into the toilet. Yeah. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Let's tell my brother to look for a yarn cake machine. Yes, I recommend. Oh, at the thrift store? Okay. If you can't find one at the thrift store, you've been here a bit, but it's on a call. That's fine. That's fine. No problem at all. If you want to purchase one brand new or secondhand, like on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or whatever, this is what I recommend. This is the only one I've ever used, and I haven't had a problem with it. This is the Knit Picks, and I don't have a link for it. KNITPICKS. This is the Knit Picks. This is a pretty good one, in my opinion. I've been trying to find one that can make a 10-ounce cake, since that's oh, okay. I have made some extra large cakes with this. It's not really meant for it. I've kind of overfilled them sometimes, and they work. But trying to find ones that are much bigger, that has a bigger capacity, are going to be more expensive. So, but keep that in mind, even if you get it secondhand. But the Knit Picks, I really enjoy this one. You got that same one? You got it off Amazon? Yes, I love the Knit Picks. Posted the finished mermaid tails? Okay, when we get, probably when we come back from ad break in about a half hour, we will do, some Discord shares if there's anything over in Discord. But yeah, thank you, Lady Cricket Bug. Flour, sugar, milk, eggs, yarn, mix thoroughly, bake at 350 for 45 minutes or until hook comes out clean. You know what? I like that. Fairy dust. I might have to steal that and make. We have to make that into a meme. That would be great. That would be wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna finish off this last stitch with my white yarn. I'm gonna pull that snug, get those back under there and snug, and then I'm gonna slip stitch to join and pull through. No problem. Just figured I'd like to see them. That I would like to see them done. Oh, of course. And I still have to let Clay Miko know about the mermaid and the Disney connection. All right, so that's round number 3. We've got our pupil and our iris. No, that's round number, yeah, that's like 1, 2, and 3. So, we are going to need to leave a long tail. Okay, let me redo this last stitch. Hold on. I did a little boo-boo, but it's not that big of a deal. So this last stitch, I'm going to join, but I'm going to leave a long tail as my starting tail. And I'll explain what that is for in a second. Slip stitch to join. See what you did there on that square? Okay. Oh, because it's an eyeball. Alrighty. So this extra long tail, the white tail, when we're done, we're not going to weave this in right away. This will be used to stitch the little gleam in the eye, that little white little stitch. That's what that'll be used for. So that's what that really long tail is for. Alrighty. So round number 4, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do a half double crochet into the first stitch, a half double crochet into the next stitch, and then the third stitch gets 2 half doubles. I'm going to put my stitch marker into my first one that I did. So to recap, first stitch gets a half double, second gets a half double, third gets 2. We're going to repeat that all the way around, and we will have a total of 40 when we're done this round. So 1, then 2, then 3, and 4 are together. 1, then 2, then 3, and 4 are together. So you're just going to work that same pattern all the way around, and you're just making a bigger circle. The stitches have not changed. You've just changed colors for the rounds. So this is good practice if you need practice on making circles. 2, 3. It's with 4, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually, before we do that last stitch, I'm going to count. I should have 39 because I didn't do the last stitch yet. Again, when you're doing rounds, stitch count matters. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 39. Yes, there's 39. And we're going to do number 40, and that's going to be in the same stitch as number 39. And now we're going to slip stitch to join, and that is round number 4. Round number 5 and 6, we're still going to use the same color yarn. We're still going to use the white. Chain up 1, does not count as a stitch. In that same stitch that you joined, we're going to do a half double. The next stitch gets a half double, and the next stitch gets a half double. So 1, 2, 3, they're all in separate stitches. And then the 4th stitch gets 2 half doubles. This is round number 5, and again, our base is 10. So each round has a number that's divisible by 10. Yes, it's math, and we don't like math, but the math will help us. So we had 10, 20, 30, 40. Now we're on round 5. We're going to have 50 stitches. So the first 3 stitches are all separate by themselves. The 4th and 5th stitch are together. So I'm going to put my stitch marker in the first stitch that I made, just to let me know where I need to slip stitch into. And we're going to repeat that. So 1, then 2, then 3, then in this stitch, 4 and 5 are together. And you're going to do that all the way around. Four and 5. 2, 3, 4 and 5. 3, 4 and 5. 2, 3, 4 and 5. It would help if I go into the right spot. 1, 2, and number 3, and 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Should have 4 stitches left. Yes, there's 4 stitches. That is the false stitch. We have 4 stitches. 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 and 5. We should have 50 stitches, and always flatten it out. When we're all done, blocking it would definitely help. But I'm pretty certain that I have 50 there. When I was counting them, everything lined up. So that was round number 5. You can always go back and count them. I'm going to slip stitch to where my stitch marker is. There must be a certain number that work out best for starting in the round. Single always seems to be 6 or 8. Yes. Half double seems to be 10, and double seems to be 12 or 16. Yes. It all has to do with the height and cramming all those stitches in there. Yeah, you're correct. Those are usually the numbers that you would use. I mean, you can change it a little bit here and there, but that's a good rule of thumb, is to use those number of stitches for rounds. Alrighty, so round number 6, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did round number 5, but each repeat is going to have 6 stitches. So chain 1 does not count as a stitch. In that same stitch that we joined, we're going to do a single. In the next one, we're going to do a single. In the next one, we're going to do a single, so that's 3. The next one we do a single, so there's 4. 4 stitches in each go into a separate stitch. So in those 4 stitches, each get a half double. And then in this next one gets a half double and another half double. That is the increase. So we'll have 6 stitches there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put my stitch marker in my first one. So it'll be 4 stitches in a row that all are by themselves. So 1 stitch per stitch. And then in the next stitch, there'll be 2. And they're all half doubles. You're going to do this, repeat that pattern all the way around, and then when you get to your last stitch, we're going to change colors. Four, and then 5 and 6 are together. 2, 4, 5, and 6 are together. The reason that we do this on any of the rounds where you space them out, so you evenly add those extra 10 stitches all the way around your circle. Because if you added them all here, you'd have a big old bump here, and this would all come here and it would all curl in. So you need to evenly place them so everything lays flat. And that goes for any circle you do, whatever your stitch is. So if you're doing singles, half doubles, doubles, whatever it is. 2, 5, 6. I mean, if you want an oval, that's something different. You'll vary the stitches. But if you want a circle, you need to put them evenly around. 2, 3, 4, 5 is with number 6. 2, 3, 4, 5 is with number 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6 are together. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think we have our last stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, you have 5 stitches left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here gets 5 and 6. But we're not going to finish off number 6 yet. We are going to cut our tail for our white because we're done with our white. And that is the white of the eye. Finished. Now we're going to use this red, and we're going to go around one round in single crochet with our red to have our bloodshot eye. So on this last stitch of our white, like we've been doing for all of these rounds, this is where we're going to change our color to finish off that round with that red. And now we're going to slip stitch to join with the red. I'm just going to pull that snug, remove my stitch marker, and since I'm using red, I'm going to switch to color stitch marker so we can see. The eyeball is pretty much done. We're just going to add, well, a normal eyeball is done. We need a bloodshot one. So this is round number 7. We're going to chain 1. And we're only going to do single crochets. So in that first one, we get 1. The next one, we get 1. That's 2. The next is 3. Then 4. Then 5. So we do 5 singles in a row. And then this next stitch, we get 2 singles. So 5. In those first 5 stitches, each get a single. And then the next one, we do 2. So we'll have a total of 7. That's our repeat. I'm going to put my stitch marker in the first one. And you're going to go all the way around. So 5. The next 5 stitches each get a single. The next stitch will get 2 singles. 1, 2, 3. That's 3, 4, and 5. And this one gets 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 and 2. Like how you do your color switches, I was taught to slip knot them in place before starting the row. Yes, yes, and this is how the pattern suggests, and I like this too. There are many different ways. You don't really see, you don't really see much, um, you can't tell a difference where you started and stopped because you're finishing off that round with the new color, and it kind of just blends in. So I really like this transition. So you join the color before you do the slip stitch to join. Again, there's different ways of joining. 4, 5, and this gets 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are together. You need to pull up more red. 2, 4, 5, and this one gets 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 are together. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. We don't skin cats on this channel. We we uh we stitch eyeballs. Okay, that's creepy just saying that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is 6 and 7. And before we finish our last stitch, we're now going to change color to our outline color. We're not going to use black. I'm going to use this tan just so we can see it. But before we do this, I'm going to cut a really long tail of the red. And this really long tail will be used to do all the embroidery for the bloodshot veins. So we need a really long tail. We'll do that once the square is done. We're going to do the veins and then the little gleam in the eye with the white. All the other ones can be stitched in, all these other tails. But I like doing all my tails at the very end. Hey, Clay Miko, I need to renew my sub. Where's North Ferry? Hold on a second. Let me check something real quick. I need to do something real quick. Okay. Let me look something up. Oh. You're right, Clay Miko. But guess what? That's not my problem. And if you don't know where North Ferry is, that's on you, girl. But yes, welcome. Welcome in. How are you? How is the little one? And how is North Ferry, if you can find North Ferry? Alrighty. I'm pretty good making our eyeball square. I need something to drink because I have been running my mouth like crazy, like I always do. Alrighty. So now we're going to join our, I guess, the square color, the part that we're going to end up squaring it up. And we've got 3 more rounds to do, 8, 9, and 10. So we did 1 through 7. To recap here, the first round we had 10 half doubles. Thank you for the sub for Clean Miko, Norfairy. How are you, Norfairy? Um. Oh, you're paying forward the gift. Oh yeah. Okay. I saw what that said there. I think that's the only thing I can see. But anyway, it's fine. It's all good. Um. Where was I? The first round had 10 half doubles. The next round had 20, then 30, 40, 50, 60. And then round number 7 had single crochets. Yes, yay! So it's a base of 10. So that kind of works out pretty good with this pattern. And again, we mentioned that earlier with rounds. Half double crochets usually work pretty good if you start with a base of 10. So I'm going to join my background or my square color into my very last stitch I'm going to make with the red. So I'm going to join the color, bring it through, and then slip stitch into that first stitch. Doing Peachy King, Jelly Bean, how about yourself? I'm not a fan of jelly beans. I never have. I don't like chewy, gummy. No, not all jelly beans are gummy, but that chewy texture. Both my row counters are on the same number. Okay. Oh, I've never used a row counter in in crochet before. Usually what I do is I have a pattern that I'll mark off. Alrighty, so we joined with you like black jelly beans? Oh, those are the licorice ones. I don't like licorice. I don't like licorice. I mean, I like the idea of jelly beans, and I would like most of the flavors, but I don't like it's a texture thing. It's like those dollar store generic cherry ones. Alrighty. Never experienced those. Again, I'm not oh, the fruit wedges. Ooh. Ooh, and like gumdrops. Ew, 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 no. Like, okay, spice drops. I like the flavor of spice drops. I'll like suck on a spice drop, and then when all the sugar and everything, then I'll throw it away. Yeah. Ew, milk duds. I have a goodish day. I walked 6.5 miles. So I found out yesterday that one of my best friend's dad passed away. I'm so bummed, but I'm walking it out. I'm sorry, Clay Miko. We will chat. We will chat later. I'm sorry. You like milk duds? Ew, with popcorn? I always knew you were weird, Clay Miko. Yeah, this pattern will repeat rows 2 to 15, 18 times. Can't mark off individual rows. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, things like that, I'll like make like a little check mark. Like, okay, I've done 2 through 5 one time, and then 2 through 5 another time. But no, I understand the row counters. Yeah, I don't like milk duds. I don't like raisinets. No, I don't like malted milk balls. I don't care for Spice Drop. Spice Drops that taste like medicine. Oh, I love the flavor. Uh, Not my candy drop. Like button candy, like on the paper. Those are okay. I like those. We've turned into a candy stream. Well, it is Halloween month. Yeah, what is everybody's favorite of all time Halloween candy? Or if you don't celebrate Halloween, your favorite. How can you like to? I don't. Again, it's. Okay, I get it now. I have seen the first two Shreks, so he's quoting the gingerbread. Okay, not my candy drop buttons. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Wait. Oh, Crackle. Okay, you're with me, Clay Miko. Crackle or Nestle Crunch. Scum drop buttons. I messed up. Okay, yeah. We all got the okay. Thanks to Clay Miko, we got the reference. But no, I don't like. First of all, I don't like raisins, so I don't do raisinets. I don't like anything malted milk, any of that. Ugh. Um, I don't like chewy candy unless it's gum. Gum is different, but like taffy and licorice, no. I don't like the flavor of licorice. 5 different blankets. 3 of them have been started. This one is my modified version of the shell stitch. I think you had showed that the shell one. I think on in the Discord, which we'll do Discord in a few minutes. Gummy bears. I don't do gummy bears. Nope. Nope. I don't like eating rubber. Lemon, grape, and apple heads are your favorite. Now, um, lemon drops, like the hard candy. Okay, why does it say connecting to chat? Am I still here? Okay. Cinnamon discs. I don't know what cinnamon discs are. Hmm. My all-time favorite Halloween candy are Reese cups. Appleheads. Yeah, I've heard of appleheads. Oh, Brock's made cinnamon discs. Jolly Ranchers are good. Not the gummy ones, the original Jolly Ranchers. Speaking of Jolly Ranchers, they don't make them anymore. Well, actually, they do, but you have to get it in a variety bag. I don't like peaches. Like a fresh peach, I don't like. But a peach Jolly Rancher was amazing. You can't find them anymore. You'll find them in like a combo of different flavors. Score. I don't think I've ever had a score bar. But I also like candy corn. I know that's controversial. Got to be the white chocolate ghost. Oh, you like white chocolate? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I think white chocolate tastes like wax. Scores are the best. My teeth don't like them. What else do I like? Get them by themselves. You can? You can get peach Jolly Ranchers by themselves? Hmm. Oh, only on that. Otherwise, I'm strictly dark. I don't like dark chocolate. It's too bitter. I like white chocolate. I could put a hurtin' on a zero bar. Okay. Why why am I chatting with you? The people like white chocolate. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yep, I'm by the cinnamon a lot. I mean, I like cinnamon stuff. Like what's the cinnamon candy? Like Red Hots, Love Hearts, Parma Violets, and Malmins. I'm not certain with those. Again, you're in the UK, so I'm not familiar with a lot of UK candies. I don't like dark chocolate in small doses. If there's a little bit of it, I'm a dentistry. No, I'm Love candy corn. Yes. All right. So I hate to cut our little candy chat short for a second. In about 20 seconds, we're going to go to ad. When we come back for our ad, we can resume the candy talk. We will also share some stuff in Discord, and then eventually we will get back to the eyeball. So, I don't know. It all depends on what you search, and it's ads are all individual to you. I don't have specified ads. I don't. I'm not sponsored by a candy company yet. Putting that out there. Candy company, yarn company, anybody want to sponsor me? So I will be back right after this ad break. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sitting through that little ad break. Um, no, I hope I don't get sponsored by Summer's Eve. I mean, if they were to pay me, that's fine, but your search history, I don't want to know your search history, no fairy. Or Ann Summers. I'm not familiar who Ann Summers is. Alrighty. Where were we? Oh, we're gonna do real quick before we get talking about candy again. Um, oh, an adult shop. Oh, all right. I'm okay with that. We're gonna do a quick share, real quick. This is Lady Cricket Bug. They have finished some ornaments, and actually, if Clay Miko's still here, which I think she still is, you might like these because there is a connection to Disney. Lady Cricket Bog has finished these felted mermaid tail ornaments with some bead detailing. And didn't you say they're for a group that you belong to? And has something to do with Disney characters, Disney princesses, or I don't remember exactly the connection. But they are super cute. I love all the different colors. I think my favorite one is the one on the right, the ones with the blues. I mean, I like them all, but I really like the. Oh yes, yes, the cold water swimming group called the Mermaids. Yes, and then like, isn't each member like they associate with like a certain Disney princess? I think that's what you said. But yeah, they're super super cute. So that is each member has a nickname based on a Disney character. Gotcha. That's what it was. And didn't you say the blue and gold one is the nickname is Ariel? And I know Clay Miko is an Ariel fan. So those are oh, Dory for that one. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, that makes sense because the blue and the yellow are the colors of Dory. That would make sense. Those are Dory's colors. But what club thing is this? The teal one is for Ariel. Okay. They are a cold water swimming group. So they go swimming in cold water. Hey there, Carrots Nits. How are you? Welcome in. We were just sharing a finished some finished objects that Lady Cricket Bug had made. These cute felted mermaid tail ornaments that have some bead details. Oh, in the sea year round. Okay, in the sea year round. They always got though. Wait, they always got though. I don't know what though means. Am I not hip with the kids' lingo? Yes, very talented. They're super cute. So again, thank you, Lady Cricket Bug, for the share. All right, we're going to continue on this. We can still talk about candy like we were, or we can talk about whatever. We're going to continue on our eyeball square. So we got a round. Actually, this next round will be a round. We're not going to go into square yet. So this next round, we're going to do something a little bit different. It's single crochets, but the count's going to start and end a little weird. I'm not certain why they do this. Kids today's got some crazy lingo. Yeah. So I'm going to chain one. That chain one does not count as a stitch. And in that same stitch, we're going to do a single. In the next stitch, do a single. And in the next stitch, do a single. So there'll be 3 there in a row. I'm going to mark my first stitch. Finishing up your niece's Last of Us sign right now. Oh yeah, weren't you doing the felted stop sign? See, I remember things. So each of those stitches, those 3 stitches, each get a single. We're going to do an increase here. So the next one gets 2, 1 and 2. And then your sister-in-law talks, and I have no idea what she's saying. Yeah, I have no idea what most people are saying. Stop sign with a firefly symbol. Very, very cute, very talented. Ow. All right, so our first 3 stitches each had a single, and our next stitch has 2 singles. Thank you for the hydrate, Lilac. I appreciate it. I should have got some more iced tea during that ad break. So after that increase, the next 6 stitches will get singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the next stitch will get 2. So that's going to be the pattern. We're going to do 6 stitches each get a single. The next one gets 2 singles. The only thing here at the beginning, I guess they're splitting up the 6, so that we did 3 here. When we go all the way around, we'll have an increase, and then we'll have 3 more singles. I don't know why they did it that way. Probably to get it square. Yeah, I think it's to get it square. So when we do the next round, will be square. The Hubs did a great job with the distressing paint job. Oh, it was a collaborative effort? It's always good to have somebody there that can assist. Okay, so the next 6 get singles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, I didn't ask. Nor Fairy, when we went on our, well, actually, no, you're subbed. So you didn't get the, an ad. I was going to say, did you, get a candy ad? But if you're a sub, you don't see ads. So we did six stitches. Each got a single. The next one got 2. And continue. All right, Cleemika, we'll be here. We'll be still working on our eyeball. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The next one we're going to increase with 2. And these are all single crochets. I'm going to work this all the way around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more. And the only reason I'm using this tan is so you can see it on camera. You won't really see the black because it's too dark. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, and that's 1 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this gets 2. I've been trying to add you on Discord, but it won't let me no matter what I'm doing. And you do have a link I can go into. And do you have a link? Yes, I have a link. Why isn't that working? Hold on 1 second. Am I making a spoopy blanket? No, I'm just showing how to do the square. This is one of my teaching streams. So it's just teaching the square. I use Nightbot, and maybe Nightbot is having an issue. And I know when I was streaming here, it kept saying I was kept connecting to chat, so maybe there's a Twitch issue and maybe a Nightbot issue. But I will get the a quick link here. See if that link works. Or the one fairy dust. Either the one I put or the one fairy dust put into the chat. Either one. You have a lot of spoopy squares. It'd be cool to have a spoopy one. True, but they're not all the same size. Because the one we're doing tonight, because they're from different designers, the one we're doing tonight is about 8 inches square. The one we did last night is about a little over 5 inches square. So you got it? Okay. I mean, I could add a couple more rounds to this to make it bigger and then join them. So that is a possibility. I do have a ghost square. What else did I do? I can't remember what I've done. Oh, spiders. I got the 2 spider ones. Yeah, you could do like a spider web round. It's a possibility. Yeah, you know what? That carrots nuts, thank you. I think I might do something like that because the next let me check my calendar. The next those 2 will work. After this, there'll be 3 more squares that I could probably adjust to be about the same size. And I'll do maybe a little sample thing, not like a full huge blanket, but a little sample, what I do here on stream. But I'm not going to incorporate this one because I did this last night on stream. This is scaring me. The color combination is scaring me. I did those colors so we can see it on the camera, But I'm okay with the black and the white. But the blue and the tan, I can't look at it. It's frightening. That will be frogged. Again, I only did that because of cameras. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a frog. And oh, you know what? It's not putting up the little saying for the ribbit for the frog. Yeah, it's a Twitch thing. Because I don't think Nightbot and my Streamlabs chatbot are going down at the same time. I think it's a Twitch being twitchy. That's why the little things aren't popping up. And I don't. Let me check one more thing. Yeah, it's a Twitch issue. Robots and tornadoes. Okay. Two, six. Playing with the emotes. I love the emotes though. And again, hopefully my emotes are working. Let's see if my emote is working. Yes, my emote is working. Wait. Is it Velma from Scooby-Doo? Or it just looks like somebody dancing. It looks like Velma. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love Dancing Velma. My opinion is Velma was the best character on Scooby-Doo. Second best, well, second and third would be Shaggy and Scooby. I don't care for Fred and Daphne. 1, 2, yep. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then this one will get 2. Finger stretches, posture check, stretches, hydrate. Oh, Lilac with all of the channel point redeemed. So finger stretches, posture check. I'm sitting up straight. I'm stretching, and now I'm going to hydrate again. Yes, there is a raccoon. Okay, Nightbot is pulling up the link for this pattern, but I think it might be something with the commands. If you try to pull it up. Oh, now it's working now. Let me try my other ones. Okay, let me check one of my sound commands. Let me try one of my other sound commands. Okay. You gotta wait. You gotta wait for the sound to stop playing before you can do another one. So it's like a cooldown thing. It's like a built-in. So I guess you could try it now, Clean Miko. You're following me on YouTube? Thank you. I appreciate that. Alrighty, so we get to the end here. We have 3 stitches because when we started, we did 3. There we go. It makes the sound, but usually it will have a little caption underneath. Like Sad Green will say sad, so sad. Or Ribbit, it'll say frog, frog, frog. Yeah, I think it was a Twitch issue. Alright, so when we started, we had 3 stitches, then we increased. Now when we end here, we increase and we have 3 more stitches. It shows them? Oh, it doesn't show them for me. Let me check something over here. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. So we do 1, 2, and 3. Because I was sitting here when I was streaming here a little while ago, and it just kept popping up. It'll say connecting to chat, connecting to chat. So I don't know if it was my end, if there was like a little internet connection issue, or what was going on. That just made you happy? What made you happy? So we get to the end of the round, and I'm going to slip stitch to join. It said it to me when I first joined. Yeah, usually when it first joins, it does that. But sometimes if it's having a blip, I guess, in the connection, it'll say that. So that you use the proper there, and there. Okay. Okay. Klimiko, our English teacher. That's funny. That's funny if you know Klimiko. Um, alrighty. So, Grammy was messing with the internet. No, Grammy's not messing with no internet. Alrighty. We're going to make the square. I promise. So round number 9 is where we're going to start the square. Oh, Granny Karen Cakes. Yeah, yeah. No, she wouldn't be messing with it. If anything in her family, it would be her grandson. So for round number 9, we're going to do a standing single crochet. No, no, no. It's not a standing single crochet. It's a stacked single crochet. So to do the stacked, we're going to go in. Oh wait, first I'm going to chain 1. Grammy's making pizza. Yum. So we chained 1, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go in, pull up a loop, and do a single crochet. Let me zoom in for this. Let me redo that. So we slip stitch a joint, and we did a chain 1. To do a stack, we're going to go in, bring up a loop, and do the single crochet. And now we're going to go into the left leg of that single crochet. So there's 2 strands. There's one on the left, one on the right. We're going to go under the left leg, go in there, bring up a loop, 2 on the hook, 2 on the hook, yarn over, go through 2. That's a stack single. Grammy, you're on your way over? Come on over. So we have a stack single. That counts as a double crochet. In the next stitch, we put in a double crochet. And in the next stitch, we're going to do a triple crochet. This is where I got to keep track of the stitches. So our stack single is a double. The next stitch gets a double. The next one gets a triple. In the very next stitch gets 2 triples, 2 chains, 2 triples. So the next one gets 2 triples. So 1 triple. Oh. 2 triples, 2 chains, and then that same stitch, 2 more triples. There's 1 and 2 triples. So that's going to be our corner. Thank you for the follow, Sir Son. I appreciate it. In our next stitch, we're going to do a triple. Welcome to my stream. Have to drop off for a bit. Be back soon. All right. So, and that's the following stitch. We did a triple. The next 2 stitches get doubles. So there's 1 double, then another double. The next 3 get half doubles. So there's 1 half double, 2 half doubles, and the third half double. Single into the next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. The next 3 get half doubles. 1, number 2, number 3. The next 2 get doubles. So there's a double in the first one and a double in the next one. So we're just making the side now. So we got our first corner, working the side, we're working to our next corner. So those 2 stitches had doubles. Hey there, Gary. You're on your way to some training? All right, well, you have a good time with your training. I'm glad you popped in. Working on this eyeball. The next stitch will get a triple. And then in the following stitch, we'll get the 2 triples, 2 chains, 2 triples. So this is going to be our next corner. So 1 triple. I need to pull out more slack on my yarn. I'm going to get a whole bunch of slack. So there's 1 triple. Into that same stitch, we'll do another triple, not a double. So we're doing our triple crochet. So 2 triples, 2 chains, and in that very same stitch, 2 more triples. The next stitch gets a triple. There's such thing as a triple. Yes, there's a single, a half double, a double, a triple, a double triple, a triple triple, and I guess it can be more than that. Yes, there is a triple. All that means is it's taller. Waiting for Crush Your Eyes, hoping Yeast will cooperate. I hope so. She's making pizza from like scratch pizza. But yes, a triple is just taller than a double. That's what those names. That's the best way to think about it, I guess. There's extra steps you have to do to make them taller, but it's just the height of the stitches. So you could see here, these stitches here are singles. They're real short. This is a triple. This is a lot taller. Can't beat homemade food. Amen. Yes, very yum. So like I said, these are singles. These are really short guys. And this is a triple. So that's a tall one. And it creates height. So we're going from a circle to a square. And in the corners, we need taller ones to reach that point that we need to make, that corner. So that's a way of doing it. And it will also make open, lacier stitches. So where was I? Okay, so that's a triple. The next 2 stitches are doubles. So 1 double there and another double there. The next 3 are half doubles. And a half double is halfway between the height of a single and a double. I was thinking it could set you up for a square. Yep. That's why I'm doing shorter stitches here and taller stitches there, so it'll fill in that space that would be formed where the corner is. So these are real short. And again, it's kind of rounded because it's yarn. And when I'm done blocking it, will help be more square instead of all wavy. So I did our 3 half doubles. The next 7 stitches are singles. This is the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, Linda, you have a good evening. I will hope to catch you later. And we're looking forward to see things if you post anything in the Discord, now that you were able to join the Discord. So those 7 had singles. The next 3 get half doubles. So 1, 2, and 3. The next 2 get doubles. So 1 double and then another double. The next stitch gets a triple. And see how as I'm doing this, I'm going from single to half double to double to triple. So I'm gradually getting taller. Attending Financial Peace University? Okay. Is that an actual university? Okay, so that's the triple. The next stitch will get 2 triples, 2 chains, and 2 triples. 1, 2, whoopsies. 2 triples. And now we're going to do 2 chains, and the chains are just going to help form the corner, the actual corner of the corner. And then in that same stitch, get 2 triples. Oh, it's a course? Okay. You got to run for a bit. Be back if you can. If not, good night. All right, Lady Cricket Bog. Again, thank you for sharing the picture of those ornaments. You have a good night if I don't talk to you before I write out tonight. So the next stitch gets a triple. The next 2 get doubles. 1, and then the next one gets a double. The next 3 get half doubles. 1, 2, and 3. And then our next 7 get singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next 3 get half doubles. 1, and then number 2, and number 3. The next 2 get doubles. There's a double, and there's a double. The next stitch gets a triple. The next stitch gets the 2 triples, the 2 chains, and the 2 triples. This is our corner. Oh, I need to make a triple, not a double, so I got to yarn over twice. So there's 3 loops on the hook. 1 triple, 2 triples, 2 chains, and then in that same stitch, 2 more triples. I got to redo that stitch. It slipped off the hook. There's 1 triple, and this is our last triple for that corner. I didn't do it right. Now I did it right. I fixed it. The next stitch is a triple. Next 2 are doubles. 1 double and the second double. The next 3 are half doubles. So 1, 2, and 3. And the next 7 are singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We should have 3 stitches left, and we have 3 stitches left, and those 3 stitches each get a half double. So 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to slip stitch to the top of our stack single, which counts as a double crochet. So I'm going to go in the very top here, which is right here, and slip stitch to join, and zoom out. We're getting a square-ish shape. Again, blocking will help make it really square. All right, last round is a simpler round. I'm going to chain 1, and we're going to do a stacked single crochet like we did for that previous round. So I'm going to do a single into that stitch. I'm going to go into the leg, the left leg of that single, pull up a strand, 2 on the hook, yarn over through 2. That's a stack single. That counts as a double crochet. Every double crochet gets a double crochet. So 1 stitch into 1 stitch. The corner will get 2 doubles, 1 chain, and 2 doubles. You can always vary it up and put 2 chains if you need to. And then you're going to follow that same pattern. Each stitch gets a double crochet all the way along. So this is just making the square 1 row bigger, but all double crochets. You're not varying your sizes of stitch because you don't need to make it square again. It's already square. So this round will take a little while just because there's so many stitches to do. And there will be, what was it, 23 stitches on each side. And that's not counting the corner, what you do in the corner. Stack single helps you have a straighter edge on a blanket instead of you turning through. That would make sense. Also, what I have done, if I'm doing rows back and forth, and they are half doubles or doubles, instead of chaining up 2 or 3, I'll chain 1 for the turning chain. And sometimes that will help with a cleaner edge. Even though traditionally you will chain up a different number for the different heights of stitches, but that is just a rule, a general rule. It's not a rule, it's a guideline. Or it's a rule, because all rules are meant to be broken. Yeah, I shouldn't say rule, because there are no real rules in crochet. Because it's an art. There's just guidelines, I guess. So all that I'm doing is just working my way around this square, 1 double into each stitch on all the sides, and each corner gets 2 doubles, 1 chain, and 2 doubles. And in the corner, I mean the corner space, not the actual stitches in the chains. So I don't have to count with this. Two in the corner, chain 1, and 2 more. Again, you can always add another chain in your corners if you feel like it. Again, this is a pattern from the blog Stitched by Faye, and the link for it is !eyeball. It is a written pattern. It's a free pattern. It's not my pattern, so I am not claiming this as my own. I came across it about a month and a half ago when I was planning for October, and I was like, that is super cool. Spooky, but kind of cute. Maybe because it's something creepy, but it's done in yarn, and it makes a little less creepy. I don't know. Got, after this, one more side to do. I'll finish up one side. There's two in there. One and two. And this last side. And when we're done this, then we're going to do the embroidery part, which I think gives it the character and the detail. Couple more stitches. Alrighty. Now I'm going to slip stitch to the top of that stacked. Okay. Slip stitch to the top of that, which is right there. And to finish it off, I'm just going to do the trick where you chain one, you cut your tail, and you pull the hook and pull it through and tighten it up. And then I got to find my yarn needle. And now we're going to weave in ends, but we're not going to weave in all the ends because some of the ends we're going to use for the embroidery part. So I'm going to flip it to the back. We're just going to weave in majority of these tails. You can also work over your tails as you're stitching like normal. All up to you. I don't mind weaving in tails because like that temperature blanket, it's got tons of tails and I enjoy that part. So that one's been done. Now I got to go through and figure out which ones we're going to keep. So this really long red one we're going to keep. And this longer white one, which will be this one here, we'll keep. So keep that, and we're going to keep the long red. So those two that are off to the side we'll keep. The rest of these are the ones to be woven in. I'm just going to go back 2 directions. I'm not going to go total of 3. This tail's a little short, but it's all right. Hey there, Knitto Girl. How are you? Oh, you're in an ad. Oh, you're back from an ad. That was quick. How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm working on this eyeball granny square. I just showed how to crochet it. Now I'm weaving in my tails. And then after we do that, we're going to do the embroidery part for it. We're going to make this the little gleam in the eye and then the creepy little veins. Night all headed training. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I won't be on tomorrow. Granny Karen Kicks Marina will be on Thursday, and I personally will be on Saturday. So there will be no stream tomorrow night. I don't have a scheduled stream on Wednesdays. So you have a good evening. Have fun at training, and we will see you when we see you. Again, my schedule is listed here on the stream. If you click the little schedule thing, it'll show schedule change. I think I've updated all of that. I'll have to double check that to make certain that that's updated. That's current. I think it is. I think I did that throughout the rest of the year. Usually I do that if once I get planning and I know what I'm doing for the month, then I will put that all on the schedule. Yeah, Granny Karen Cakes will be here on Wednesday. On Thursday night for Throwback Thursday, she's going to show us some filet crochet. I don't know why it's called filet. It has nothing to do with like a fillet of fish. It doesn't have anything to do with that. I'm not certain where that term comes from, but it's pretty much making grid or a mesh pattern with basically double crochets and chains. So it's really cool to make pictures and text and lettering. Hey there, Notewood. How are you? Welcome in. So that is the cool thing about a filet of fish. I haven't had. Well, I've had a fish. I've had fish fillets here, like Mrs. Paul's or Gordon's or that type of thing. The frozen stuff, but like a filet of fish sandwich from McDonald's. God, it's been years. It's not really my go-to, but it kind of does sound good right now. Alrighty. So I got some. Oh wait, there's another one. Where's that? Is thank you for the lurk, Lilac. Enjoy your lurk. So that right there will go to my schnibble jar. That will eventually, possibly, be spun into new yarn. All right, we're gonna work on the embroidery now. I'm gonna get back the needle. So I left the long tail of the white when I joined. So I'm going to use that long tail. You missed the OP when I went there a few nights ago. I wanted burgers, so I got a 3 McDoubles and a McChicken. I don't go to McDonald's that often. I don't get McDonald's food. I don't get fast food that often. Good year or two since, yeah. My burger of choice is the double quarter pounder with cheese. That, and of course, their fries. I think we've talked. I don't know if you were here, but I know I've talked about fast food French fries, and McDonald's has the best fries. Alrighty, so I've thread my white yarn, and I'm going to go just through the backs of the stitches. I don't want it to show, but I need to get to this area here for the pupil, since this is going to be the little white little part here. You know, that little gleam, that little glint in your eye. That's what we're going to make. So it's a simple little stitch. It's actually 2 stitches, but we need to get there first. So we need to travel through these blue stitches, just through the backs and not through the front. And it just has to go right here to that edge. So that's just traveling through. You won't be able to see it on the front. But here, we're right here at the edge. And I'm going to poke all the way through, bring it to the front, and flip it over. And you can put it wherever you want. And all we're going to do is we're going to do a small little stitch. Let me zoom in. We're just going to do a small little stitch. It doesn't have to go all the way into the center. I don't want it into the center. I want it just maybe be halfway of the length of the stitch, because the stitch length is here. So I'm going to go about halfway roughly. Go down, pull it to the back. Don't pull it too tight. Let me see if I can actually pull it through. I got to get the tail out. So we have that, and then we're going to do that one more time. We're going to come back in where we came up before, and we're going to put another stitch right on top of that one stitch. So, and you can kind of use your needle and kind of fluff it out, and just that alone, that's what we need. And then on the back, just go through some of the backs of those stitches and secure your stitch. I'm going to go through another stitch right here, just the back sides. Pull it through like that. I'm going to cut it close. And that's all there is to that part. So that part's done. Now we're going to do the veins. I want them evenly spaced. And on that round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 10 veins. You don't have to have 10. You can have many as you want. You can put them wherever you want. But I'm going to want mine evenly spaced. I'm on the back. This is the back side. And the way I'm going to do it, let me see here. See if I can find this. Okay. So I'm going to get some stitch markers just so I don't have to count later. And I don't know how well you're going to see it, but right here is where we put 2 single crochets in. That's where we increased. At every increase, I'm just going to put a stitch marker in those stitches. And that is just going to tell me where to start the vein. Just so they're somewhat even. They don't have to be exact. Again, your veins can be, or blood vessels, whatever they are, they can be wherever you want in your eyeball. But this is just going to give me something to aim for when I'm doing the embroidery. And so I don't have to count and to figure out as I'm going. I just look for the marker. Couple more. There's one right here. And then there's one right here where I joined, where this is coming up. So that one we don't really need one because we're going to make our first vein here. Thank you for the sub, Sue. I appreciate it. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, we have 10. I need to get, and again, this is the back side. I'm going to thread my needle with my long tail of the red that we left a really, really long tail. Alrighty. Now, when we did our white rounds, we had 3 rounds. And you can make your veins go wherever you want. But I like it how they only go up partially. They don't go all the way to the iris. So they're only covering the first 2 rounds, the outer rounds. They don't cover that third inner round. So I'm going to do the same thing. The first stitch is going to go about the same height as your first round, and then the second stitches will be on the inner round, the next round in. So on the back here, I'm just going to come up, not really in a hole, not really in one of the crocheted holes, but into the stitch somewhere. Doesn't have to be exact. You just come up wherever you want. Okay? And then this is going to join. There's different ways of doing it. Actually, I'll do it this way. I'm going to do the, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. The end part of the veins first. So I'm coming up here. This is only going to get one little. It's not going to branch off. And I'm just going to go off to the side a little. Let me get off to the side, like right there. I think my restless leg is caused by my new meds. Didn't take it today because to save, it didn't happen. I'm going to take it tomorrow to make sure. Yeah. And like you said, that it could be a side effect of the meds. So yeah, see if that is what caused it. And yeah, since it didn't happen, so take care of yourself. And like you said, maybe talk to your doctor about it. So that was our first little angled vein. And now I'm going to join it here. I'm going to make a stitch right here. And that's what's going to connect it. I'm kind of doing it a little bit backwards, but that is our first little vein. And now I want to evenly space. I'm going to flip to the back, and I'm going to stitch my way carefully over here, just on the back sides of the stitches, over to the red, to all the red stitches, and I'm going to go through just the back sides of all of these red stitches till I get to my stitch marker. And when I get to my stitch marker, then I will start the next little vein. And it's a way to hide your thread, so you're not cutting and starting all the time. You're just going to use the same long piece. Okay, I'm at the stitch marker. I can remove the stitch marker. I hope there's a substitute because I feel that they help, but I don't want to have to deal with the side effects. Yeah, hopefully they can find something else that would work and not have that issue. And most medications, they are part of a family or a group of medications where they can try one that's in the same family. All right, so we came up. I'm going to go down and do this stitch. Again, this is embroidery. We'll be doing a lot more of these in the new year. So I did my little stitch there, and now this one's going to have two branches. So this is going to branch off to the one side. This is the front. So I'm going to go and do that side. Again, you're not pulling real tight. You just want it to be flush. And now we're going to branch off for the other side. For this vein. Does that. Go into the same place. We're making a Y. So that forms that little vein. And I'm already on the back. So now I need to travel through the back sides of the stitches to the red. And then travel through the stitches to the next stitch marker. And that's all I'm going to do until I go all the way around and I have all of my veins put into the eyeball. I think this part is the fun part. I mean, I like the crochet part too, but the embroidery is where you can get really creative and make the details your own. Take the stitch marker out. That was just to make certain I'm lined up where I need to go. That is just going to do this. And this time, I think we're going to do one like this, but it's going to go the other way. It's going to angle off in the other direction, just to be different. All the veins aren't going to look identical. That will look weird. Probably even creepier than this. So now that one angles that way. And then the same thing, just hide your stitches. Don't get it all knotted and snagged. Come up here. We're going to have an ad break starting in about a minute. So this is a good time to stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink, use the restroom, take care of yourself. And while we're at ad, I will do the same, and we will be back in about a minute and a half or so. So I will return. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for the sitting through the ad break. Hopefully, you took that time to stretch and self care, and I know I did. Just working more, putting more veins in my eyeball. Because isn't that what everybody does on a Tuesday night? Stitch your veins into your eye. Again, this is a free pattern from the blog Stitch by Faye. Exclamation eyeball will get you the link for the pattern. Hopefully, the link will show up. Got a couple more veins to do. Once we do the rest of these veins, we're going to find somebody to raid out to. Let's go off to this side. I don't think we're going to do a long stream tonight. I'm getting a little hungry. Got, what, 3 more little veins to do? Welcome back, Clean Miko. I'm doing what I do on every Tuesday night. I stitch veins into my eye. It's a hobby of mine. And there is the pattern for the eyeball for the pattern. The link for this pattern. Did he miss any fun? Um, of course she missed fun. It's always fun here. No. I was just finishing up this square. You didn't miss anything special. I just squared it up, and now we're doing the creepy little veins. This one's going to go off to this direction. I kind of like mixing up the direction that these veins go in. And that's a cool thing about this. You can do your stitches however you want them. Yeah, and come the new year, we're going to do some embroidery stitches. I'm going to end up using some of this larger yarn on some linen fabric just so you can see it. And there are types of embroidery where you use yarn. Not all embroidery has to be done with fine threads. So I will going to show you a bunch of different popular embroidery stitches to get different designs and different some are thicker and padded. They create different shapes. So then if you're going to do if you're going to make something that's got like flowers or leaves or animals, they can look somewhat realistic when you use those types of stitches. I'll have to find some pictures online of some examples of the different embroidery that we're gonna do. All right, so I've done all of my veins. I'm just gonna weave in my end. And I had made my tail much longer than needed, but that was fine, so I didn't have to stop and then join a new strand. Because that is not fun when you have to keep doing that. Alrighty, so that goes into my schnibble bin. All of my stitch markers can go back. I'm going to keep one because I need one out all times and on other things that I work on. And let's zoom out. So we got our eyeball, and we have another eyeball. They're fun and creepy. I actually like this one a lot better. I like the light, nice contrast. So that is they call it the eyeball granny square. I call it the eyeball square from Stitch by Faye on their blog. It's not on YouTube. So it's a written pattern. Make a whole bunch of these. Be really cute as a blanket. I think that Carrot Snits had mentioned. I think I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to want to get all of the squares done. Maybe I'll do a stream where I can connect them all together to make a little small little sample. Make a large SpongeBob blanket. Yes, yeah. This is a SpongeBob eye. Yes, yes. Especially if you did like yellow. So cute, fun, relatively easy. It's good practice for circles. I think there's two episodes where he's bloodshot. Yeah. So it's all circles for 8 rounds, and then the last 2 rounds you square it up. And blocking obviously will help. And it's introducing the embroidery, which is always fun. All right, let me switch this over real quick. Move that to the side. Move this. We're gonna raid out here soon. I can't work on any temperature blanket because I mentioned the beginning of the stream. I ran out of orange, and I need lots of orange because the summer here in the Mid Atlantic usually is in the 80s, and that's my color for that temperature range. So I will have to pick up some orange yarn here soon. I'm almost done this blanket, the summer lace blanket that we've worked on for Project Linus. We'll probably finish this maybe on Saturday? Question mark. I think I have enough yarn to go around. Yeah, we'll have to make a trip to the store. What else? Because there's something else I need too for a commission piece. Let's see here. I'm gonna see if these links will work. Everybody check out the YouTube channel. It worked. Check out the YouTube channel. I've got about 150 videos over there, previous streams. You can see what I did tonight. Will be on there after I'm done tonight. You can get last night's video where we did the skull, and any of the previous ones we've done for the past almost year. We're coming up on my year anniversary. I don't know if I'm going to do anything special for my stream anniversary. We'll see. I also have a Discord. Everybody join the Discord if you want to. Post some your pictures of whatever your hobby is, whatever your project you're working on, or your interest. If you're just into taking pictures of things around you, of your neighborhood, feel free to post those too. I have a merch store. I haven't talked about that today, but that's fine. Merch store is another good way to support my channel if you don't want to do subs or bits. I've got some items over there, and with that, you get something in return. You get something you can use. We have t-shirts, we have water bottles, and we have zippered accessory pouches. 3 different designs, many different colors to go with them. So check that out. What else? Oh, we're going to get ready to raid. And everybody stick around. I got to find somebody to raid first. Let's see. Let me check to see what they're doing. No, they're doing that. I don't think we're going to go raid them. Oh! We might be able to raid them. We haven't raided them in a while. Let's see what they're doing. They're doing something else. We always raid them. Yeah, that's who we're going to go raid. Alrighty. So everybody, stick around for the raid. When you join the raid, if you are a follower, that means if you're just a follower and you don't pay for a sub here, or you're not gifted a sub, copy that raid call. That is the raid call for anybody who's a follower can use. And let me get the other one. I wasn't prepared for this. If you are a sub, if you have a subscription where you don't see ads when we go to ad break, copy that raid call That is the raid call for any subs. There are two different ones. The first one is for followers. The second one is for subs. And I'll let everybody get a chance to copy that. And let's see. I'm going to turn my music off. So we're going to go raid Casa. They are a multi-crafter here on Twitch. I think they're doing some amigurumi right now. They also, what else do they do? I think I've seen them diamond paint. I've seen them cross stitch. They play video games. Let me double check real quick. Diamond painting. I think they also knit. I think. I could be wrong. They do a bunch of different things. There's chaos and craziness over there on that channel. We've rated them once in the past. They are an amazing crafter, amazing streamer. So we're going to go and give them a raid. Send them some love. Tell them that I sent you. And I will not be on tomorrow. I personally be on Saturday for Project Linus. On Thursday, Granny Karen Cakes will be on with Filet Crochet. So check out that. So everybody, copy the raid calls. We're going to go and raid Casa and see what she's working on. And like I always say, everybody have